Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Veera Cloud Architect. Today we are going to see classless interdomain routing, which is also called CADR. Choosing a IP ranges for a VPC is a major task. So actually there are two type of IP ranges. One is private and another one is public. Private IP means this IPs can be assigned by a user and it can be used to communicate internally between the servers. And public IP which can be used to connect with outside world, and this public IP must be unique, and this can be provided by internet service providers. So we as a cloud architect, we have to decide, how many IPs we needed for our subnets and how many IPs for our overall VPC. So this CADR is a private IP which is used in all cloud environment, and maximum of 65,536 IP we can get it. And imagine if I have chosen a network IP ranges 10.0.0.0/16. The slash 16 is subnet mask, which we can say how many IPs we are going to have in this network. So 2 power 16, which is 65,536 IP, we can get it for this network. So the first two bits are network and the second two bits for host. So the host bits only we are going to use. So let me tell you the octets. There are 4 octets. Octet means 2 power 8. So 2 power 8 plus 2 power 8 plus 2 power 8 plus 2 power 8, which is 2 power 32. So 2 power 32 IPs overall network we will get, but we are going to use only these two host bits. So 2 power 8 plus 2 power 8, which is 2 power 32, and the IPs are 2 power 16. The IPs we are going to get is 65,536 IPs. So I have chosen a IP ranges called 10.0.0.0/16. So in this network, the IP ranges is going to start with 10.0.0, and the IP ranges will keep increasing from 10.0.0.1 and 2, and likewise it will go till 255, and then the next bit will change. So 10.0.1.0, and it will go until 10.0.255.255. Overall we got 65,536 IP for our VPC. Recommended private IP ranges are 10.0.0.0 and 172.0.0.0 and 192.0.0.0, because as I said earlier, there are two types of IPs, so private IP and public IP ranges. So only these three ranges are for private IP, rest of them is going to be inside public IPs. So it is recommended to use only these three IP ranges for the private network. So next thing is subnets. Subnet means the smaller part of network inside our VPC. So we have to decide how many subnets we need it for how many subnet is going to come inside our VPC, and how many IPs we need for every subnet. So imagine if I need about 200 IPs for my subnet, the nearest value is 256, which is 2 power 8. Okay, so if I need a 256 IP, so I have to reduce it from the network, which means 2 power 32 minus n. So I will get a required IP. So 2 power 32 minus 8, which is 2 power 24. Then the subnet mask is going to be 24. So if I give 10.0.0.0/24, so it does mean, so we can have 2 power 8 32 minus 24, which is 2 power 8. Okay, overall we will get a 256 IPs. So if I need a subnet with 256 IP, so imagine my VPC CADR is 10.0.0.0/16. In that case, for subnet 1, I can give the start value is 10.0.0/24, which is for to get a 256 IP. So 32 minus 224 is 2 power 8. So 2 power 8 I can get a 256 IP. So the start value could be 10.0.0 and it ends with 10.0.255. So the next available bit for the subnet 2 is 10.0.1.0. So because we can't use the same IP range for the next subnet, so for the next subnet we the available this from 0 to 10.0.0 to 10.0.0.255, this is occupied for the first subnet. So we are choosing 10.0.1.0/24 for the second subnet. So the starting value for the second subnet is 10.0.1.0 and it will increase till 10.0.1.255. So let me show in a picture. So imagine this is my VPC. So inside that VPC, the VPC range is 10.0.0.0/16. So if I need a 256 IP for each subnet, so for a first subnet, the starting value is 10.0.0.0/24. And second subnet, the next available bit is 10.0.1.0/24. So I will get a 256 IP for this subnet. And third subnet I will get another 256 IP 10.0.2.0, and fourth subnet I can have 10.0.3.0/24. So likewise inside a VPC we can have 200 subnets maximum. So subnets with 512 IPs. So imagine my VPC CADR is 10.0.0/16. So subnet 1 we can give 10. Start value is 10.0.0.0/23. So the start value could be 10.0.0.0 and it will goes until 10.0.255, but still it doesn't reach 512 IP. So it won't stop it here. So it will again keep on increasing until it reaches 256 IP. So 10.0.1.255. So here we will get 256 and another 256. So the overall we will get 512 IPs. So it will stop here. So the next available for the second subnet is 10.0.2.0/23. So /23 is to get 512 IPs. So the start value could be 10.0.0 and until it reaches 10.0.3.0. Sorry. So let me show in a picture same way. If it is for if the VPC CADR is 10.0.0.0/16 and the subnet with 512 IPs. So first subnet 10.0.0.0/23 and the next available bit is 10.0.2.0. So to get a 512 IP we are giving /23. So likewise for the next subnets as well. So it will increase each bit 2 to 0 to 2 and then 2 to 4 to 4 to 8 like that. So this is how we select the IP ranges for every subnet. So it depends on the how many IPs we need for the subnet. So end of the session today. Hope you have understand these IP ranges and all. So if you have any doubts or anything, please leave a comment so that I can make you clarify, or I can give you the tables set of table how we can assign IPs. I can give you the tables in detail. So thank you once again. We will see in a next video. And this reference has taken from Google Cloud /VPC Docs VPC. Likewise even from Amazon Docs we have taken, and some of them from Microsoft Azure as well. So thank you. Thanks once again.